I'm Captain Genevieve with Freedom Boat Club. In this video, we'll guide you through the essential steps and tips for navigating a Freedom Boat Club vessel through the stunning yet challenging waters of Deception Pass. This channel is renowned for the strong currents that occur during the tidal exchanges. Using this route avoids boating in the Strait of Juan de Fuca and is one of the most popular routes from Puget Sound to the San Juan Islands. Before setting out to take a trip through Deception Pass, please make sure you meet the following criteria. The driver of the boat must have completed the advanced training, which allows members access to the cruiser class vessels and the San Juan Islands. If you would like to take this training, please reach out to our Director of Training at seattle.training@freedomboatclub.com to inquire about taking this class. Remember, you need to have completed 6 reservations to be eligible for this training and will be required to demonstrate your ability to create and follow a route in personal navigation software and dock a boat without coaching from your captain. You can take a cruiser class vessel or a boat labeled Extended Navigation in the reservation system through Deception Pass. This does not include open boats such as bow riders and pontoon boats. Those boats are best enjoyed in less challenging conditions. Saltwater boats with a cabin typically have the Extended Navigation label. You can keep an Extended Navigation boat overnight if you inform the dockmaster of your plans and where you will be mooring the boat between sunset and sunrise. An Extended Navigation vessel is an alternative for a shorter trip such as an overnight stay. And if you aren't planning on sleeping on the boat and don't need a marine head on board, if you are planning a longer trip, cruiser class boats can be reserved for up to 7 days, and you can make your reservation 180 days in advance. Depending on the model, they can sleep 2 to 4 people and have a marine head and a small galley with a sink and microwave. Finally, when the dockmaster asks where you are planning on boating, you need to let them know you are going through Deception Pass. For a longer multi-day trip you plan to take using a cruiser class vessel, a printout with your itinerary that you could hand to the dockmaster is helpful. This can provide an idea where you are in case of an emergency and lets us know you have put some planning into your trip. Preparation and planning are key to a successful journey through Deception Pass. Here's what you need to do before setting out. Check the weather forecast and tide tables. Deception Pass can be treacherous during tidal exchanges and produce strong currents. You can use your weather app of choice to check the forecast in advance of your trip, and a tide app to look up the tides on the day you plan to navigate through the pass. A great tool for predicting how strong the current will be is the website deepzoom.com. If you are planning to continue to the San Juan Islands, deepzoom.com is also a great tool to look at the currents you will experience in the narrow passages between the islands. While they aren't as strong as the currents in Deception Pass, they can still be significant. A prudent mariner will have advanced knowledge of the currents they will encounter. Knowing the forecast conditions in advance when boating in challenging conditions is key. You should not be checking the tide as you leave the dock if you are planning on going through Deception Pass. Before leaving the dock, make sure the telltale engine cooling flow is coming out of the engine. Check the fuel level and make sure devices like your phone and VHF radio are charged. Don't forget to check the condition of the prop and that you have all 4 dock lines and fenders on the boat. For any trip, especially in extended navigation, a first aid kit is a great idea. Boating in the Pacific Northwest provides a rich variety of wildlife and scenery, so bringing binoculars is always a good choice. Verify that you have all the safety equipment required by the Coast Guard. This includes a life jacket for each passenger, flares, registration, a sound-producing device, a Type 4 throwable personal flotation device, and a charged fire extinguisher. Make sure the charts in your personal navigation software are up to date. Again, in advance of your trip, you should have used your navigation software to plan your transit through Deception Pass. If you are continuing into the San Juan Islands, plot your course to your destination. In this example, I'm using Navionics to create a route through Deception Pass from the Everett Freedom Boat Club location. You can use Navionics to search for starting and end points, or click on your screen to select your beginning and destination points. With appropriate boat settings in your navigation software, you will know how long your trip will take and how much fuel you will use. The middle of Deception Pass is not a place you want to run out of fuel because you didn't plan for how much gas your trip will take. A cruiser class boat like the Regal 26X will typically use 12 to 15 gallons per hour at about 25 miles per hour, but conditions such as current, wind, and how loaded the boat is can affect these numbers. While underway, you should monitor the gallons per hour the boat is using to make sure you aren't exceeding the settings you use for your personal navigation software. Let's pause for a quick quiz. Good luck!